Well, good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Friday morning. Yep, it's Friday. Made it through another work week. It is Friday, the 21st day of June 2024. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office. And as I look out the window, it is a bright and sunny morning. Temperatures are still pretty comfortable this morning, but we are in for some hotter temperatures over the weekend, especially during the day on Saturday, when we could see valley temperatures in that 103, 105 range. So one of those weekends you may just want to plan around the heat. So let's start with what's happening this morning on this Friday morning. Nice marine layer along the coast. You know, usually if you see this, you don't think that we're going to be seeing a return to some heat. But we are going to be seeing some of this marine layer, get thinned out a little bit. So a weak onshore breeze isn't going to be doing much for us. There are some high clouds going by to the north, but no big deal here for our weather. And this is the cloud cover that went by yesterday. The other thing that you'll notice is with the low sun angle this morning, it does look somewhat hazy in the valley. And by low sun angle, I mean that the sun is just hitting this as the sun comes up, as you can see. You can see the sun kind of going this way. So that kind of exacerbates the clear skies that we have over the valley. But what you don't see are big smoke plumes coming off of sites. And so our fire situation seems to have really improved quite a bit. Sites really did not grow during the day yesterday. It's a little over 19,000 acres. They'll continue to mop that up over the next couple of days. I also want to talk about, there's been a lot of chatter in the media about hot weather in other parts of the country. And yeah, it is going to be plenty warm in a lot of places. This is, let me go back a little bit. This is this afternoon. And so what I'm showing you is obviously across the country. And all of these areas, as I scroll over these are temperatures in the upper 80s and low 90s. But you have to consider that these are also areas where the dew points are in the mid 60s to around 70 degrees. So a lot of the country is very warm, and then you get down into the deserts, it is hot. That's this afternoon. Let's go to Saturday afternoon, and it begins to heat up a little bit more. Now into parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, these temperatures are around 98 to 100 degrees, and there should be a little bit of a dry line in here. So in other words, drier air is here. The higher dew points are probably just to the east of that. But still, that's plenty hot. And then we get into the day on Sunday afternoon. You notice how this heat begins to build a little bit more through the front range of the Rockies, through Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, western Oklahoma, and also northern Texas, upward 90s to around 100 degrees. But that, again, is where the driest air is. And that continues into the day Monday. This is Monday. Temperatures, according to the model anyway, 103, 104, 108 up into Nebraska. So yes, that is certainly going to be a national story over the next couple of days. Now for our temperatures, I'm going to switch to the HRRR. And as we go through the day today, I'll get into this afternoon. I'll stop at around 5 o'clock here. There really isn't much in the way of an onshore push. I'll show you more on the winds here in just a second. But even though there's a nice marine layer on the coast, there isn't much in the way of an onshore gradient. So valley temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s. You go to the north end of the valley, up around Red Bluff and Redding, we could see temperatures up around 105, 106 today. In the high Sierra, temperatures generally in the 70s. Let's get into the day on Saturday, because that is going to be our hottest day. This is Saturday afternoon. The north end of the valley, seeing temperatures once again over 100, will also be over 100 in the Sacramento area, something like 104, maybe something like that. And of course, that continues farther to the south. The Napa Valley will be in better shape, 80s and 90s, parts of Sonoma County, as well as into the peninsula, better compared to the valley, but still temperatures into the 80s on the peninsula. So it's going to be a pretty warm weekend. And even Sunday morning, we'll see temperatures in the 60s. So what we're waiting on is anything in the way of a better delta breeze. This is the wind today. And that's the other thing I heard a little bit on some national media, that talking about the fire danger in California, that not only is it going to get hot this weekend, but it's going to be windy. Well, I don't see any wind to cause this higher fire danger over the weekend. It's going to be hot. But this is this afternoon. I'll go up to 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is 5 o'clock. A little bit of an onshore breeze, so we'll get some relief into Napa and Sonoma County, but probably not much into Sacramento or San Joaquin County or Stanislaus County, and certainly nothing into the north end of the valley, north of Chico. Let's go into Saturday afternoon. here we go. Here's Saturday afternoon. And as you can see, there's more of an onshore breeze, but there probably won't be much in the way of cool air on it. But again, I don't see north winds here to cause big fire danger and that sort of thing. Sure, their humidity will be lower and our temperatures will be high. But if grass fires start, we're not going to get into a situation like we had on Monday where they start and spread very quickly because of the gusty winds. And then let's get into as far as this model goes out. This is Sunday afternoon, right here. There we go. That's as far as this model goes out. And again, the wind stays the same. It's a moderate onshore. I just don't think there's going to be much in the way of cool air on that during the day on Sunday. So Sunday's temperatures will likely still top 100. There will be gustier winds on the east side of the Sierra, as you can see here, part of a weather system that's approaching our area that'll help to increase the winds and decrease the temperatures as we get into next week. But next week is still going to be warm. Here we are getting into late June, and the average high is around 90 degrees in the valley. So temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, certainly not uncommon. And it's going to get tougher and tougher for us to see temperatures in the 80s as we go through the next couple of months. So yeah, we're almost into the time of year where 95 is a relatively comfortable day. So that's everything I've got for you this morning. Keep in mind, it is going to be plenty hot during the day Saturday afternoon if you have outdoor plans, especially if you're having a party, a wedding, something like that. Any hours after 3 o'clock, it's just going to be plain hot with a light breeze. So if you have guests, make sure they have shade and water and that sort of thing. And if you're going to exercise this weekend, try to do it in the morning when temperatures are a little bit cooler. Yeah, maybe not great for a 50-mile bike ride at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So, like I said, that's everything I've got for you this morning. Make it a great Friday. Have a great weekend. I'll talk with you later.